Hey guys, hey! Hey guys! I'm live! Hello, and welcome to the Craft Garage. With you plus me, it makes two people crafting. Hey guys, I'm sorry I'm a little bit, not timely tonight. And it looks to me like my camera does not have enough light or something. I don't know what's going on here. Just hold on a second, you guys. Technical difficulties, right? There. Is that better? Okay, you guys, I'm going to give you something pretty to look at. There you go. All right. Okay, guys, sorry about that. And my camera is crooked. Other way. Okay, you guys. I think I'm just about set here. Okay, so tonight, big exciting stuff going on. But I am going to... Hey, when you get on, just say hi. When you jump on, just say hi in the stream so I know you're here. And, hello. Anyway... So real quick, I have a couple things. I want to show you the picture of the angel that I put together. Okay? So, and then we're going to walk through making it. So this is my angel. I know it's really big, but I'm going to lay it flat. So this is my angel made out of all Goodwill glass. Okay? I'm going to take this out when we get done tonight. And I'm going to put it out in the yard over the top of one of my solar lights. And then I'm going to take a picture of it so you guys can see how cool it looks. So right under here is where it'll go, the solar light. And it just looks so pretty. And this is all Goodwill stuff. So let me just put this down here. And we're going to kind of go through how to make these, okay? Let me know when you guys get on, you guys. Sorry, I'm a little bit late tonight. I apologize for that. For some reason, my stream key for this live wasn't transferring over right. Michael doesn't even know why it's doing it. So, you know, if Michael doesn't know, we're in trouble. Anyway, look, guys, I'm wearing my shirt that I made. And see how I fixed it? I put the 3 here and the 1 here and the 1 here. Yeah, and still got the hot mess behind me. Hot mess, hot mess. Hi, Paige. So anyway, that's how I fixed my shirt. And so tonight I'm going to start with my glass pieces all apart for the angel, okay? I'm going to show the angel one more time so Paige can see it. So this is an angel that I made all out of Goodwill. This is a vase, this is a bowl, this is another bowl, and this is like a small finger bowl. But you can use ashtrays. There's tons of ashtrays out there in Goodwill. Okay, guys? So you can use those. I was trying to, oh, there we go. Anyway, Paige, I was saying, this is my shirt that I fixed. Remember, I made an ink spot, so I put rhinestones on it. Anyway, I decided to wear it tonight so you guys could see it. But now that you saw it, I'm going to go ahead and shut the camera off of me. You guys don't care. Okay, so here are some of the things that I got at Goodwill. And I left the price tags on them because I want you guys to know how much I paid for them. Okay? So this is a vase. See this vase here? Okay, just a flower vase. And you know, as women, we know when our husbands or boyfriends buy us flowers, then we get all these vases, and most of us can only have so many vases in our lives, you know, and then we got to get rid of them. This one, if you guys can read it, it says $1.88 is what I paid for that at Goodwill, okay? So almost $2 is what we have into this vase, or this project so far, okay? And then this is not a bowl. This is for a light fixture, but it so looks like a bowl. And I loved the frosted glass. So I thought, oh, I love it. I'm going to use it. Thank you, Paige. This was $1.88. Thank you for saying it's cute. You can make one, Paigey. Okay, so I'm going to peel this off, the $1.88, because we don't want that out in my flower bed, right? And I'm going to use the solar lights from Dollar Tree, so $1. Okay, guys? I mean, you can't really beat $1 for a solar light. I wonder if some of the more expensive ones would be brighter or better, but I don't know because I haven't tried them. So what you do is you have your vase, and then you'll put this on here, okay? And then I like to use a bowl like this for the head. So see how that makes the face? See, guys? And this bowl cost me 99 cents, and they have these at the Dollar Tree. So you could pick them up at the Dollar Tree too. You don't have to shop Goodwill if you don't want to. Probably, if you think about it, probably most of us have a lot of this stuff just around at our house or our mom's house or our, you know what I mean? How we just tend to collect stuff. You don't even realize it, but you do. So then this will go on here, okay? So that'll make for the face, okay? And then I'm undecided. Is this going to be the halo? Or is this finger bowl going to be the halo? Because I like this little gold around the top. It kind of looks like a halo. So I'm kind of thinking that bowl. But what do you guys think? Which one do you like better? Let me know. This one? Okay. Or this one? What do you think, Paige? This second option. So this is the second option with the gold, right, Paige? Is that what you're talking about? Paige is letting me in. She's telling me what to do here. But I think she's saying the second one, which is the gold. Okay? So I'm going to go with the gold. So this gold bowl cost me 88 cents, okay? And so I have 88 cents for the, or $1.88 for the vase, $1.88 for this, $1 for this, and $1 for this. So let's just say each one of these were $2 and each one of these was $1. Okay? So you got $6 invested here, okay? But I'm going to show you how to put this together in a minute. But right now, I'm going to show you how I am going to go from the one that's down there with nothing special on it to this one here that I'm going to chalk on, okay? I'm going to chalk on it upside down. So I'm going to put the bottom side towards the camera, okay? Or towards my computer there, because I want to chalk on it. And I want to chalk this, okay? Because I think when I put this on here and then it's outside, I think it's just going to be so pretty the way it shines. So I'm going to do this the same way I did last week, where I just put those two under there. And then I'm going to grab my rubbing alcohol. I'm sorry, Michael was using it today. And it may or may not have gotten moved. So there it is. There's my rubbing alcohol. I always change my rubbing alcohol to one of these pump dispensers that I pick up at the dollar store. Nothing fancy. But I like to clean my glass a little bit. I mean, it is from the Goodwill after all. I mean, you don't know how dirty it is or how clean it is, but I don't care about the inside. I just want the outside where I'm going to chalk to be clean and dry. And you know what? I thought about using the vase that I used last week or the week before, whatever it was, to chalk on and just take it off, and then I would put it on again. But I have to tell you guys, I was like, I can't do that. If I do that, then I'm not going to have that vase. And I like that vase. So, and that was a vase that I got from Brent. So I didn't want to use it. So maybe you guys understand, maybe you don't. Let me know if you understand, like, not using stuff that you get from your loved ones. Because, you know, even though it might be very similar to what you're going to the dollar store or Goodwill and buying, it's just not the same because it's from them. So, all right, so I'm going to fuzz my transfer. And you know that when we do it on glass, you have to fuzz a lot, remember, because glass will grab this stickiness of this transfer and not good. So just so you guys know, for my wings, I did go on to the Google, as Michael would say, to the Google. I went on to the Google, and I want to make sure that I have this laying low enough. So I want it below here, okay? So I want it below where those ridges start to kind of turn. And I looked for a pattern for wings, and I just grabbed a pattern from wings, and still got it too sticky, guys. Just give me a second here. Let's fuzz it again. Anyway, I grabbed a pattern of wings and just printed them out, and then I cut them out. I'll show you what I did here in a sec. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get the Maya Angelou on there, Maya Angelou on there, even though it is her saying. I do not think I'm going to be able to get it on there because, and look at this, you guys, these transfers are so flexible. I love them. You would never be able to do this with a regular stencil. Could you even imagine trying to go around this with a regular stencil? Never. Anyway, you guys, I just got done with a home party for my favorite cleaning company, and gosh, I always forget how much I love Norwax products until I hear the whole thing again that tells you about the products. And I'll tell you what, you guys, I love those products. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that on this channel or not, but here I am saying it, so sorry. Anyway, let me just turn this so that I can go at it at a different angle. I just want to pull it just a little bit, you know, because we got to go around a circle. So, and I don't want any bleeding. So here we go. Down tight. Oops. There we go. And I know you guys might not feel comfortable doing this, but I do. I'm just going to trim my corner off of my transfer just a little bit there, so this will lay just slightly better. There we go. For some reason, this wide mouth coming into a small one, my transfer is giving me the business. But I know how to solve that. So there we go. See? Problem solved. Now I'm going to put a little bit of transfer tape where I cut those a little bit, just to make sure I don't go through. Oh, see there? Just to make sure I don't get my ink where I don't want it. And I am going to use ink, okay, you guys, because when I get done here tonight, I'm going to take this in the house and I am going to put it in the oven and I'm going to bake it, because that will make it permanent, and when it's sitting upright, it will look right. So when I have it sitting up, the words will look right, okay? So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it in Cadet ink. Couple reasons. I love blue, and I think that this will be a bright enough color that it will stand out during the day out in my flower area, and at night, I'm not sure you'd be able to read it anyway at night, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? So let's ink this up. And I am going to, I forgot to tape those, but oh well. Let me just make sure I have good coverage on everything. So you guys, no fair this year. Hi, Alice. So no fair this year, but they are still going to have the 4-H show and stuff. So that's good, right? For all of us 4-H families. Let me just scrape off the extra. And then I'm going to turn this around just so it's easier for me to get to. Yes, I was just saying, I don't know if you were on here yet or not because I'm not following the comments real close. It's hard to craft and follow comments, but I was just saying I love my Norwax. And you guys, bath sheet. I just ordered a bath sheet. And if it is as good as I have been told, I will be ordering more because everyone tells me this is the best bath towel you'll ever use. You get dry so quickly. Your hair gets dry quicker when you wrap your hair in it and all this stuff. So I will keep you guys abreast as to how that goes. Okay, guys, I'm going to peel it and reveal it. There you go. Oh, look what I did. I drug my transfer through. Otherwise, we would have had a nice clean. And what can I do, you guys? What can I do if I don't like the way that's smudged? I think you all know what you can do. You can wipe it off and start over, right? Because we've done that here. We've wiped it off and started over. So you can definitely do that very easily. But I honestly, it doesn't bother me because that little bit right there, I'm going to grab a Swiffer or a switcher. I can't think of what they call them. These little things. Precision tipped Q-tip that has the little point on the end, and I'm just going to do this number because I think it's fine. It's going outside in my grass or in my flower bed, and no one's going to see this from the road, right? So let's just clean it up a little bit. And guys, look, my shirt has the same design. If you guys were here a couple weeks ago, see, you can see my shirt has the same design. I did it in red, white, and blue. And love it. So, okay. Oh, one more spot over here. So, you guys. All right. Very good. Very good. Okay. I'm going to set this up here, and I'm going to let it dry, okay? Nope, I like it. Okay. So I'm going to let this sit right here and dry. And what I'm going to do is, while this is sitting here drying a little bit, I am going to put together the head of my angel. And, oh, and you know what? I'm going to show the angel again so that you guys can, so since we have some new on here, this is what I'm making. This is a yard angel made out of, this is a flower vase, a bowl, another bowl, like a small bowl, and this is you can use like an ashtray or a finger bowl, whatever, all from the dollar store. And then these wings, I'm going to show you what I got for pattern, how I got those. And you guys, amazingly, these things will stay together out in your yard forever. So this is what I cut out, okay? So this is my left wing and my right wing. These are the large ones because I also printed out some smaller ones. And you know what, you guys? I just want you to know this is not my original idea. This idea came from a gal on a Facebook Live. It's like Crafty Recrafter. I can't think of exactly what her what the name of her, you know what, I should get that for you guys. I'll put it in the comments when I'm done, okay? So if you guys want to go watch her video, you can. But I just thought chalking this was amazing, to chalk on it and then see that coming through, okay? So this is the wing pattern, and very easy to just, you know, go online, and I didn't even make sure they matched. I mean, look at this, you guys. I should have probably done them more symmetrical, but I didn't. It doesn't matter because no one can tell. So what you do is I'm going to take this bowl, and we've decided we're going to use this bowl with the gold around the top. Hi, Jody. I'm so glad you found us and are watching. And then I'm going to take this bowl, and I have Brent's silicone gun, okay? Now you can buy silicone and not have to use this gun where it's just in like a squeeze tube, but I'm going to be telling you guys this. Michael and I have been using so much silicone lately. He's been making his own like molds for dice and stuff, and so we've been using silicone like crazy. So when you get these, if you just screw the top here off, you can, like, there's like a little thing you can cover these with, plastic, and then come back and reuse it. Because I used to think you always had to use all of this at one time, and I'm thinking, if you're not caulking your windows, who's using that much caulk? I can't use a caulk like this for crafts. Well, anyway, now I found out you can. So I'm going to put a little bit of silicone, and this is 100% silicone, just so you guys know. Just like you would get at the craft store for doing your, around your, I'm going to throw that big glob away, I think. That one is a little hard. And then I'm just going to continue to go around here and put silicone on here. There we go. That's a nice bead of silicone. And then I'm going to set this here, and I'm going to turn this upside down on here like that. That silicone is going to dry, and dry, and it'll hold it there, okay, you guys? And the reason I took all the tags off everything was because I didn't want to have to try and dig at tags after I had the project together. And then this, I'm just going to put a big glob of silicone on there. And then I'm going to set this, and this is going to be the halo, as we've already decided, right, guys? Now this, I'm just going to set it aside. I'm going to try and turn it on its side so I can show you guys without it falling apart. But see, here's the face, here's the halo, and here's the apron, the little apron thing that goes along the collar. It's the collar, I'm sorry. So I'm going to set this down on the floor, and I'm going to let that dry. And this, I'm going to continue to let it dry, okay? And then when it's dry, I'll take it in the house, and when it's, I will bake it. I will turn on my oven, and I will bake it. I'll put it in the oven cold. I'll turn it on to 350. I'll let it warm up. I'll let it stay at 350 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'll let it cool down, all while this is in it, okay? So this will be in the oven for quite a while. In fact, I'll probably just do that and then let it cool down overnight. I'll probably just go to bed. And then tomorrow morning, I'll come out and I will put silicone on here, and I will silicone that piece, that collar, the head, and the other to the top, okay? But I want to show you what I did for wings. You guys are gonna be amazed. So I went to the dollar store. So the gal that I watched doing these, she cut out wings also, but she also used like small, you know how when you get a relish tray and they have like the small little separated glass pieces in it? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Anyway, that might be old school. Anyway, and she would tape silicone those to the back of her angel, so the whole angel was glass, okay? But I didn't want that. I thought these wings, these metal wings, were prettier. So I kind of went on Facebook, or not Facebook, YouTube, and kind of watched some other people make these. And they were using, this is from the dollar store. So each one of these comes in a package of 2. See, there's 2 here. But what I did was, this is the spray adhesive right here. And this is the spray adhesive that you get at the dollar store. So it costs $1. Multi-purpose, extra strength. I took this outside because super stinky, and I sprayed it, okay? I did that earlier tonight to the other half of it. I sprayed the other half. And then I just sandwiched this, okay? Okay? And I just kind of let it sit there and sandwich. Then I took my, pattern and I put one of my angel wings here and my other angel wing, how did I put that? There, okay? So out of one pan, you can get 2 angel wings, okay? I traced around those with my Sharpie. I'm just going to do it real quick for you guys. And you kind of have to be careful when you do this because you kind of, the way the pan is rippled, it kind of makes you want to go not right where the, see how I'm doing, like it's getting jaggedy there? Because that's where the ripple of the pan is. Now out here on the edge, it's pretty easy to trace around, but then when you get back in here to the ripples, but those ripples, I think look good when you've painted your wings white and then you paint your wings white, and then I put a little bit of gold on the edges of these wings. So this one, I really did a job on this one. This one is really jaggedy. Okay, so see how that looks? So that's my left wing, okay? And the double thickness of this makes the wings, because these pans are pretty flimsy, they're just disposable pans. If you guys have any questions, put them in the thing there. But anyway, I'm just gonna trace around this other one here and keep kind of showing you guys how I did this. So, and if you guys want, if you message me, if you guys want a copy of these wings, like a JPEG of the wings maybe? Is that, I'm not sure if that's what it's called. I'm sorry. But I can send you the link or the picture of what I used for these wings, okay? Because it had a small wing and a large wing on it. Small wings and large wings. Anyway, that's what I used. And I can send that to you. Just, if you want, just go ahead and put in the comments wings. And I can get that sent off to you, that pattern. Okay, you guys? Or if you know me personally, just ask and I'll print you a set. Whatever. Hi, Martha. How are you? I'm going to show you what we're doing, Martha. You probably saw it on my page already, but Martha, look at this. This is my glass angel. This is a flower vase, a bowl, and 2 small bowls. And then we're doing these wings right now out of these pans. Okay? We're cutting the wings out of the pans. And this goes outside, whoops, in your flower bed, Martha. And I'm going to put it over the top of a solar light. But I chalked on this one, see? And then inked, I'm sorry, and I'm going to bake that in the oven tonight. I smudged it a little bit. But I'm going to bake that in the oven so it's permanent outside. And then I'm going to grab my favorite scissors that do it all. And, oh, I'm so glad you love it, Martha. Yay. So what I like to do is I just like to get in here and cut the edges off of these pans first. Because for some reason, my scissors, I don't know, they don't, I think any scissors would work. I wouldn't use your favorite scissors, like, definitely do not use your mother's sewing scissors, or fabric scissors. But I think, honestly, I think they say cutting aluminum actually sharpens the blades of your knives or your scissors. I don't know if that's true. I've never tried it, but I know it works on my Cricut machine, on my blades for my Cricut. It does sharpen them. If I stick them in and out of aluminum foil, like a big wad of aluminum foil, I hardly ever buy new blades because I just do that and it sharpens my blades. Anyway, in fact, my regular blade for my Cricut, I've only ever replaced it twice. And I use my Cricut a lot. So you can see this is just 2 pans. No big deal. From the dollar store. I mean, you could use any 2 pans. I just like that these were nice big pans and I can get a set of wings out of 1 pan. And they were $1. So if it didn't work, I'm not really out much, right guys? So I just cut this. And in case you guys were wondering if you should put your marks in the wrong place with Sharpie, I know someone on here who can tell you how to get that Sharpie off. Right? We have somebody on here live who can tell you how to get that Sharpie off and what to use. So, anyway, just go all the way around the wings. I'm just going to cut these out, guys. If you guys are bored and you're sick of watching me, let me know, and I'll just skip forward and we'll do something different. I do have one other project planned for tonight, you guys. It's going to be a bit of a long live because I wanted to show you guys these wings, and I want to do my freedom pennant with you guys tonight. I'm very excited about that freedom pennant. Brent cut me some wooden triangles, and I'm going to put the word freedom on them and then hook them together. I'm sure you guys can imagine, right, what it's going to look like. But I just love that that cheap spray adhesive keeps these 2 pieces of foil together, and I can cut and cut and cut. Now, I did think that possibly instead of having 2 wings, you could have like 2 wings and then like a wing, put 2 more wings, but like have them like they had double wings, you know what I mean? So like you'd have 2 on one side. But when I did that on mine, I thought, ugh, that's too much wing. It takes away from the prettiness. So then I just took my white paint, okay, I turned these so they were together like this, okay, and you just glue these. I took E6000, and you guys, I don't like to buy the big thing of E6000. My hands are not as strong as they used to be, but when I was younger, I used to buy the big long tube of E6000, and then I could squeeze it all out. But it seems like anymore, if I try to use the big things of E6000, I can only use about half of the tube, and then my hands aren't strong enough to squeeze it out anymore. Does anybody else have that problem? Maybe not. Maybe I need to strengthen my hands. If you guys have problems like that, you let me know, because I don't want to feel like the Lone Ranger, you know what I mean? Which, I guess that's okay if I am the Lone Ranger. I think I cut myself on that metal. So be careful. I did. Oh no, that's red Sharpie. You guys, I'm so funny. Whatever. Okay, so you just stick these together like this, okay? And I'm just going to let them sit there. I'm going to put this on top of them. Not that. That won't work. How about this? I'll set that on top of them. I just want something to hold them down. But I'm having trouble finding something big enough. Ah, here we go. Big Bertha. We'll set her on there, okay? All right. And then I'm going to give that a few seconds to dry. Or, you know, the E6000 to dry. And while that's drying, I am going to start on this other project. So I'm actually going to put these wings on the floor, okay? And we'll let the glue dry. And then when we come back, I will show you how, what I do next, okay, guys? So, all right. So for my next project for the night, I know I'm probably stressing you guys out because I'm skipping around. But so what I want to do, here's my banners that Brent made me, okay? Can you guys picture them? Now I was trying to decide. I'm going to go white, red, blue, okay? Whoops. I got to make sure. So here's what I did with these, okay? Brent cut them out. I sanded them. After I was done sanding, I tack clothed them to get all the little pieces of dust off. Then I painted them. Then I sanded them again to get this roughness. Can you guys see that? See how there's like some chips on the paint? It's not perfect. All of these are kind of like that. They have a little bit of roughness about them. Same with the red one. And what I want to do is, this is our house transfer, okay? So if you guys look at it the right way, it's a house, right? And these are our background patterns for the houses. I'm going to flip them so the point comes down here, and then our pattern is all on our banner, okay? And then I'm going to, I think, after I was done painting, I'm so sorry. So after I was done painting and roughing them up, there's one side of these that's been waxed. Like this side has not been waxed. This side I waxed because I don't want my transfers sticking. So I can see which side is which just by, see how that's flat? And then if I flip it over, it's shiny. So that's my waxed side. And that's how I'm going to do my banner. F-R-E-E-D-O-M. Okay? But I want to put some of these in the background. What do you guys think? Background? No background. Let me know, you guys. What do you think? If I should just put the letters or if I should put a background and then the letters. Because what I was thinking is I would do the goodness gracious. I would do the background and then I would put the letters on. And I would do the letters in our alphabet. So see how perfectly these will fit? We have a freedom. We have a sign that spells out freedom, but I want to show you why I don't want to use that, okay, you guys? I don't want you guys to think I'm just not using it because I don't want to use it. I'll show you. Let me get the F so I can show you the same letter. Okay, so here is the freedom, okay? If I put this on here, you're going to have that much hanging off. If I put this one, it's enough smaller that I won't have any hanging off. See? And I like that better. Okay, so Paige, yes, for sure I'm going to do a background. Good idea, Paige. I like it. I like you guys' comments. Yes, especially on the white. I know, I was thinking the white are so bare. So I'm trying to decide if I want to use different ones. I wasn't going to use it. But I have this one, and it's like, it's a 2-layered fireworks. And I thought I could do this one, like maybe on a red or a blue, and do it like in the opposite color. So on red, do blue, and then do all my letters on white. But the white would go over the top of like this white one here, and this white one here, and this white one here. We could do in the different colors, like red, blue, red. Or blue, red, blue. Whatever. I'm easy. And then maybe just do some fireworks too. A few fireworks here and there too. So I have a couple different fireworks. So I'm trying to decide. I do want it to be kind of patriotic because it's freedom, right? And the other thing I want you guys to understand is I have 7 here, but you can do this with as many as you want. You could do like, let freedom reign. And I might end up adding that to my banner. I'm undecided. But I just wanted to do freedom. Could you imagine how long it would take for me to do that banner? Then also, so that's that plan, okay? So let's get going on that so that we can then, I'm going to put the red and the blue ones up here because they're not going to get nearly as much attention as the white ones because they need, and see, I just have these few little stars I can throw on one. So I think I'm going to do this one in red and the 2 outside ones in blue. So I am going to fuzz it just like I always would, and see, here's my flat side and here is my, see, that's my waxed and shiny side. And if you ever question which side is which after you're done, you guys, all you have to do is, hi Lori. do the sparkly silver fireworks. This one in sparkly silver or the double layered one? Which one, Paige? Okay, so anyway, I'm going to fuzz my transfer just like I always do. Fuzz it up. And again, if you guys don't know, this is a transfer, and it is from our houses that we have online. And I'm going to bring this down just about to the point and set it there. And this one I'm going to do in our cadet blue. And of course, just give me 1 second, you guys. Sorry. Definitely the fireworks, but the firecrackers would be cute too. Yes, I'm going to use both of them, and I just ran over my wings with my chair. So you guys are going to see that when I bring those wings back up. But once we get them painted, you'll see you will not even be able to tell. You won't be able to tell that I ran over them. So also, you guys, I wanted to show you, just in case you guys were wondering, what I used for. There's my cadet, and there is my candy apple, and there's my white. That's what I'm looking for. So, in case you guys are wondering what I used to paint these with, I used, for the blue one, I used my favorite, this Home Decor textured chalk. I got it on clearance, looks like at Michael's. I don't even know if they have it anymore, but I love the color. So I keep saying it's a folk art. I keep saying I'm gonna go try and find it. My red is this color from this liqueur color from Waverly, and then the Waverly white. I use the Waverly white on the white ones. So let's start with the cadet. And get me a squeegee. Let's see. We look like we're mixed pretty good. Oh yeah, that's a good consistency. You know, we always want our consistency of our chalk paste to be like creamy like a yogurt. And I'm just going to swipe across here. And I like to hold these from the side like this and just finish it down to the point and scrape all the excess away. Put it back in my jar. I'll use that on the next one. Oh, I was going to do this one in red. See, you guys? It doesn't matter. So then I just like to hold here and pull. And voila. Look at how nice it looks. And then I'm going to set this over here. I will set this right here. And then I'm going to close this up. I mean, I'm sure I'll use the cadet again, you guys. Hey guys, in case you were here a couple weeks ago, I'm wearing my shirt that I had to fix. If you guys remember, I made a boo-boo with my ink. And look, you guys, look. I'm going to hold it out. See? I put little rhinestones to fix it. Anyway, I love it. It looks really nice. Has the Maya Angelou. And remember that Maya Angelou saying is part of our Couture monthly, Chalk Couture monthly subscription. So you can find out more about that if you guys shop my website. Okay, just go to Club Couture. It's $19.99 a month. It's a 3-month commitment to it, okay? But after that, you can stop doing it anytime you want. All right, that's dry. Now, I will put a light coat of wax over this again before I do my letter, I think. Because sometimes when you chalk over chalk, it tends to lift it a little bit because our transfers are sticky, right? So it can tend to do that. So I'm just going to let that sit there and dry. And I am going to do this one. And we're going to do this one in Candy Apple. Okay, guys? Candy Apple Red. Which, I am not a huge red person, but when it comes to patriotic stuff, I just love red. So, I'm not, like, I don't wear red clothes a lot, but it seems like the only time I really put on something red or do something red is patriotic, because I always feel like red just makes things stand out so much, you know? But it does, and it works, so there you go, right? So that's fuzzed. Bring this down here to the point. And you guys, if you'll notice that I'm not worried about these little points up here, okay, right here, where it's not covering the completely. I'm okay with that because we're going to have strings running through there and you'll never even notice, okay? So I'm going to, now if I was living dangerously, I would do red, white, or red, blue, red, you know what I mean? But I think it might take too much away from our letters if we do that, so I'm not going to do that. Ooh, this candy apple is real runny. Not sure why it's so runny, but it'll be fine. Sometimes when your chalk paste gets too runny, if I know it ahead of time, I will leave it open and let it thicken up before I use it. Just because I don't like real runny paste. Sometimes it causes, if the stencil isn't stuck down real good and tight, or the transfer, I'm sorry, isn't stuck down real good and tight, sometimes it'll let it bleed, okay? And I don't like bleeding underneath my transfers. So, grab this. I got red all over my hands, but I am going to pull this up, and voila, there we go. Number 2. And I'm going to clean that red off that hand, and I'm just going to dry this a smidge, just enough to get it moved out of my way and not cause a problem. So yes, today, Brent cut these for me, I don't know, maybe a week ago, but today, I can't tell you how many hours this afternoon I spent sanding stuff. And I went through 4 of my batteries for my sander, and I thought, well, that's the 4th battery, so I had to stop. And I still didn't have all the triangles he had cut for me done. Now, if you guys would like to buy a kit for this project, you just let me know. You message me and you say kit, okay? And I am going to sell kits for this particular thing. Otherwise, if you are interested in this and you're in my VIP group, you can always go there to look at the special, the kit price, okay? I don't have it posted yet, but I will. Now, I love this herringbone so much. So much. And just so you guys know, I have another project for this, for these triangles. I'm very excited about these triangles. Poor Brent. He's my cutter, man. He cuts wood for me all the time. He'll cut anything for me. He cut me some popsicles with bites out of them the other day, and some big mason jars. And these are big, the popsicles and the mason jars. In fact, they're so big that they would be like, hang them on your door after they're decorated up. They're beautiful. And I love them, and I can't wait to get one done up. So, anyway. Also, you guys, if you're interested in transfers and you get on my site and you see we have, excuse me, we're getting ready to launch a new catalog on July 15th, and it will be our fall winter catalog. So a lot of our transfers that are in this current catalog are being retired, okay? And when they're gone, they're gone. We're not there, you know, they aren't going to resupply them. So if there's something you really want in this catalog, and you get on there and you're like, oh, I really want that, you need to get on it and get it bought, because soon it will not be there anymore. And buying it will not be an option. So in July, the first part of July, just so you know, if you're part of my VIP group, I am going to run a special on any of those transfers that are left, you know, in stock, because we are getting rid of them. If they're left, then we'll, I just need to get them out of stock, you know, since we're not going to resupply them. I'm just going to dry this one. And our chalk dries very quickly. Our chalk is erasable with, especially if you wax something, okay? Our chalk is erasable off of that. Or if you use one of our Chalk Couture surfaces, our chalkboards, it's erasable. You can take it off and put something totally different on it and put, you know what I mean? Just like that. So now I'm going to take a blue one and I'm going to put this fireworks on it. And I'm going to do the fireworks in, I believe I'm going to do them in red and silver. I know Paige wants them in silver, but I think I'm going to do like a hot mess with red and silver. I wanted to do some gold too, but I'm not sure that's along our theme so well, so I decided against it. Now, if you order the kit for this, I will be sending you 7 of the triangles, okay? And I will be separating out, they will be pre-sanded and ready to paint. If you want them painted, the color that, you know, 2 blue, 2 red, and 3 white, I can pre-paint them for you. Just let me know. And, you know, I can do that. And then all you'll have to do is rough up the sanding on it. And, you know, after you get it, sand it a little bit. And then, just to make make it look a little rough. And then, you'll have to order the transfers from my website, and then you'll be good to go. You guys, I know I had my sparkle silver right here. So I'm going to do a bit of a hot mess on this with red and silver. So get a couple of these. And this is our sparkly silver. Look at it, you guys. I love this. It's so shimmery. I love it so much. So you can see why it will look so good in fireworks, right, guys? And then let me just do a little bit more over here. And then I'm going to do the red. And if you guys have not seen me do a hot mess before, you're in for a surprise. I love the hot mess. It just really makes things pop. So you just kind of spread your chalk paste out amongst the transfer, a little bit of each color. Now, some people do hot messes with a ton of colors, but because we already have blue down, I don't want this to get too crazy. And we are going to put white over the top of it, right, guys, for a letter. So I don't want to go too crazy. Close those up so I don't make any more of a mess than what I already have, right? And then I'll just take a squeegee and I just squeegee across. And get myself a wet wipe. Put it in the wet wipe. Now, I went to North Scott. These are very North Scotty colors, red and gray. But this will look really well as a hot mess too. So, and then I'll just throw that baby wipe away or Kleenex or whatever you decide to do it in. And peel and reveal. Yeah, baby. There it is. Beautiful as ever. Okay, I'm going to dry that. And I might do that again on the other blue one. I really like this. Oh no, I think I'll do the same thing, but I'll use my other firework on the other blue one. Okay, guys? All right, so that one's dry. We can set that on top of there. And I'm going to use this firework. Woo! I'm going to use this firework on this one and go like this. So let's, like always, gotta fuzz it. We don't want it to stick too much. All right, and then we'll stick it on here. See if we can't get one of these down there in the very bottom. There we go, right like that. We'll do another hot mess. And this one will look totally different than that one because the hot mess is going to be, this is a much bigger firework. And so it's going to show differently through the silk screen. Now, if you guys are just coming on and you do not know what Chalk Couture is, you can go ahead and put in the comments new, and I can get you some information on exactly what Chalk Couture is. Also, if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in there. I'm trying to keep the red out of my gray, or sparkle, but I don't think I'm doing a very good job. Woo, it's all right. It'll all mix in. Anyway, just go ahead and leave a comment and let me know if there's any questions you have or anything you would like to hear more about, okay? And I'm just going to hold this down here. I'm going to swipe this across. Take off the excess. Throw that away. Put that in my... I always keep a little jar of water up here, you guys, while I'm doing lives. I like to throw my squeegees in there while I'm doing lives. And then my transfers, what I like to do while I'm doing my lives again is I like to leave my transfers sitting until I get off my live, and then I'll wash them because they are reusable, you guys. So because they're reusable, I can just lay these and the paste will rinse right off them, okay? It's water soluble. It'll come right off. So I don't worry about it, and I just leave them aside. If I'm doing them and I'm working just me here, whatever, I like to wash them right away. But when I'm doing a live, I'm not going to get up and go wash it unless I need to use it again, okay, guys? So here is the other firework. What are you guys thinking? You guys, what do you think of these so far? Wait till you see how I hook together. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited about this whole project. So, all right. So that one's dry. 2 more left, guys. 2 more left. And then so on the 2 red ones, on one of them, shiny side up. Yep. Okay. So on one of them, in blue, I'm going to do this with the rocket, kind of like that. And then we'll use the second one. I don't even think I'm going to use part 2 of it because I don't think we need to. So let's fuzz it. So you guys can see this is very patriotic themed, but you know, you don't have to make these patriotic theme. I just like them patriotic themed. I think I'm gonna bring this down like this. Nope, I'm gonna do it like this, kind of rocketing off, so we can have all of those. And I think I'm gonna do my cadet blue. And I'm going to do my red, my candy apple red also. And I think, not candy apple red, I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind, you guys. I can't do red on this. Silver. So I think what I'm going to do is, what do you guys think? I'll do this here and this here kind of in red, but these sparklies here and just right at the edges here in silver. How does that sound, you guys? Do you guys like that idea? So just a little bit of silver, like here and here, and right where these sparklers go. I think I'm going to do all these sparklers in silver. And then the tip here in silver, and this tip here in silver. And then I'm going to do the rest in blue. What do you guys think? You're probably thinking, I think Michelle's crazy and she hasn't told a funny story all night. So I'm trying to think of a funny story I can tell. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to hopefully get my hiney out of bed and go help do some mulching up at my father-in-law's with Jody. So I'm kind of excited about doing that because I used to love to do a lot of gardening, but lately I've been so into crafting that I really haven't had time to do much for lawn and gardening and stuff. But I used to love to do flowers, and then my mom passed away and my mother-in-law passed away, and they both really liked flowers and stuff. And then for some crazy reason, I just stopped kind of liking to do it. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. I like it. And once we get our letter on there, that's going to look good. That's gonna look good. Let's put this transfer down over here. And I will wash that later. Ooh, I almost lost my chair out from under my booty. That wouldn't have been good, right, guys? Fall on my butt in the middle of a live. It does sound like something I would do, though. Okay. Let me dry this. And see, this blue and silver looks kind of Pleasant Valley-ish to me. Okay, now for our last one. What do I want? You know what I want to do is, this one's going to make a repeat performance. I want to put another firecracker that's coming right out of there, right there, with some silver and some blue. Do you guys see why I use so many squeegees in a night of crafting? Because I put these things in the water to, you know, and like I'm done with them, but then I go back, and then I gotta have a new one. So let me decide, did I want all that? No. So I just want the firecracker part blue. You guys, I'm listening to this new book on audio. It's the Chris Kyle story. He was a Navy SEAL. I don't know if you guys know about him, but Anyway, he was a Navy SEAL. Oh my gosh. Amazing. You know, I've been told that this was a good book by people. And, like, I just didn't want to, you know, like, I don't know much about war, and I'm not into politics, really. So I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to listen to this book or read this book. Well, it came up in my, like, this is a book that you would be interested in. You know how they do that on book audio stuff? And anyway, I'm in a audio book club, so I get all kinds of suggestions all the time. So anyway, and it came up like 3 months in a row as this is a book that you would like. And so finally I was like, fine, I'll download it. I will listen to it. Oh my goodness, you guys. If you have not read it or listened to it on audio, you need to. Amazing. I have learned so much. I know, I should be smart already about this stuff, but I'm not. So I apologize to anyone who is thinking that, but it scares me. It all scares me. So I guess I didn't want to know, you know? It's easy to not when you don't want to know. It's easy to not look at something, you know? So I'm going to put this across here in blue 2 or 3 times, okay? So I'm going to show you how you can just reuse the same transfer over and over on the same project without washing it, okay? And I'm going to do these all in blue. Now, what I like to do is I just put my paste on real quick, wipe off my excess, and move on. Okay, guys? I like to do it real quick. So then I set this over here, I go there, and then I'm just going to move this. I think I'm going to do it this way. Anyway, in this book, he talks about the Taliban and different stuff and things that, like, I feel like Americans know because we get so much information on the news, but yet we don't know. There's so much we don't know. That's crazy that he talks about in this book anyway. And you know that our soldiers all, you know, give up a lot when they go and do this stuff, but you just don't know how much they're giving up because he has sections in there where his wife it's kind of like his wife talking, and you just don't realize how much she gave up so that he could fight for us to be free in America. Anyway, so I am going to put this one more time right down the middle. No, I'm not. I just decided I'm not. Anyway, it's crazy. If you guys can, read that book. Oh my gosh, you'll be surprised at, maybe you won't be. Maybe it's just me. But if you listen to audiobooks, it's a good book. The guy who narrates it or reads it, whatever, great voice. You could see it being like Chris Kyle's voice and everything. And anyway, there's my tangent for the night. That's my 26 cents that you guys are going to get for tonight. How do you like that, guys? Okay, I'm going to dry this. Sorry this is such a long project, you guys, but I think that if you watch to the end, you'll really like it. Or watch the replay and just fast forward to the end. How do you like that? And I never do this long of lives, you guys. I never do. I just don't. I don't know. I always feel like, you know, I don't need to do this long of a live. So, okay. So we're going to go white, blue, red, white, blue, red, white, right? Is this how we decided we were going to do this, right, guys? And I only need the white. What do you guys think? Yes? No? Should I do it like this? I think this looks good. I think I will do it this way. Or maybe I should do it like this. So is that better? I kind of like that better. And I kind of think these little blue stars need to go up here. Sorry. You know, design choices, you guys. Is anybody out there listening to me, or have I lost everybody because of, it's just too long. Everyone's thinking, I'm going to watch the replay. If you're still here with me, give me a hello or something. Just so I know I'm not out here chalking away. I mean, I will. I'll continue to chalk away by myself. I have no problem. All right. Let's go right over here. All right. I think that's good. Okay. Paigey, are you still with me? Okay. Let me dry that. Looking good. Good, Paige. Good, good. I know you're still with me. Anybody else still out there? Paigey, I gotta call your mom. Think she's in bed when I get off of here? She probably is. I got good news for her. All right. Let's do our freedom. Let me grab my letters. So, I got my F out. I need an E. I think I need 2 E's. Do I have 2 E's? I thought I did. Nope, just one. Need a D. So F, I need an R. Where's my R? P, Q. Oh, haha. I don't know my alphabet. Sorry, guys. Freedom. So I'll use that E twice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my first E one first, and then I'll come back and do my other. I might do them both. Okay. First of all, I'm going to get my wax out. And I'm just going to put a light waxing over the top of all these. Now, I like to use these cheap, inexpensive, whatever you call them, microfiber cloths to do my waxing. And I know that's not necessarily what wax companies want you to use. I don't even know what they recommend, actually. I've never even looked. Maybe cotton or something. But I never even looked. But I like these microfibers, so I just use them. I'm just going to do a real light. I have hardly nothing. Can you see what's on my cloth? I have hardly nothing on my cloth. And I'll just get a little bit. I'll just dip it in there each time. And we'll just run it across the top of this. And what this does is, this protects the what's underneath of here, this blue and this, probably don't even have to dip it in anymore, but I suppose I better, just for good measure. It just kind of protects the chalk that's already down, and we don't want that to come up when we are chalking the white letters over the top. So a little coat of wax goes a long way to stop that. Hi, Marcia. Marcia, did you get to see the angel? Oh my goodness, girl. The angel is... I'll show you the finished one I did, but it doesn't have any chalking on it, but I can show you the base of the one that has the chalking on it. Okay, so I'm going to put my paste wax away. Now, I'm just going to take a different part of my microfiber cloth, okay? And I'm just going to wipe that extra wax, a little bit of that off. Just because I don't want too much on my, you know, how you got to wax on and wax it off on your car? Same kind of thing. Put a little bit on and then wipe some off. Okay, Marsha, I'll show you the angel here in a minute, okay? Just bear with me. We had to make some tough decisions on that angel, I think. Like what to use for the halo. Okay, so that's all done. I'll show Marsha this. So, Marsha, this is the finished one. So this is a vase. This is an upside down bowl for the collar. This is like one of those Dollar Tree bowls for a face. And then this is like a finger bowl. And these are wings. And I have the pattern for these if you're interested in it, okay? But that's the first one I made. And I'm going to put those out in my flower bed. And they are going to be over the top of my solar lights. This is what I inked. And I'm just waiting for it to dry. And then it'll go upside down. So the words will actually be right side up. Even though it's on here upside down. Because you turn the vase upside down. When you make the angel. Okay? So I have some wings over there. Drying, connecting and drying. All right, so on with this show. I'm gonna kind of stack these over so I can, if I spell this wrong, you guys, somebody stop me. So I'm gonna do the F. Now I kind of feel like I want to do this F in blue. What do you guys think? I was thinking I would do this in blue, this one in white, and then I would do this E in white, the next E in red, this one in white, this one in white, and this one in blue. What do you guys think of that? I'm just trying to, I want it to show up. So what do you guys think? I kind of think I'm going to do that. If I do it and I hate it, no big deal. Also, I wanted you guys to know, because the people who are on here right now are like some of my, you know, greatest fans, I guess. And if for any reason you want to purchase anything that I ever make on my lives, there are very few things that I make on my lives that are not for sale. Just contact me and let me know, okay? I will either help you make it yourself, or you can just buy whatever I made. Because honestly, most everything I make, I can just make another one. So yeah, for sale. I am going to add just a smidgen of water to this white. I don't know why, it just doesn't feel like it's stirring very easily. There we go. That's where I like it. All right. All right. The angels, by the way, if you're coming in later and you didn't hear this, the angels, everything for the angels pretty much I bought at Goodwill or from the dollar store. Okay? So if you're wondering where I got stuff. So the F, I'm going to put here. Get all the air out from under there. Wait, I wasn't going to do this in white. I was going to do it in blue. I'm losing my mind, you guys. See what happens? I'm going to add a little bit of water to this blue too, because I kind of felt like it was a little bit thick, but when I was just doing those little things, I don't think it matters. But I got a lot of open area here, so I am going to add some water and make it a little more creamy. And if you guys ever want to come chalk with me, you know, just message me. We can do it pretty much any day of the week I'm free to chalk with people. Just let me know what works best for you. That way you can come here and I can kind of teach you as we go. You know what I mean? All right, let's make sure this is down tight. And here we go. I'm glad I remembered I was going to do this in blue. Crazy. And there's my F. You guys, I'm running out of spots to set stuff because I have so many stencils or transfers out. All right, so there's my F. Let me heat that. And then I'm going to do the M because then I can be done with my blue, right? Yeah. Let freedom ring. All right, that one's done. We'll set that over here. We'll get our M. Now this M, you just don't know. It's a pretty big letter, M. M and W, they always throw me off. So I am going to see how well, we're going to see how we can get this to fit on here. I think we can just have it hang straight. Wow, this is super, super sticky. It's my namesake. It's super sticky. M. So I am hoping when I get my solar lights, see this M is even a little too big for this, but it's going to be fine. You'll be able to tell it's an M. I'm hoping once I get the solar lights underneath those angels that at night it just makes them pop. I will have to post pictures, you guys, when I get my solar lights underneath of those. And you know I will. So look for that. Ooh. Get my extra off of here. You guys, I have to say, I feel like tonight I haven't been... Now, I shouldn't say it, but I feel like I haven't been quite of a messy crafter as I normally am. Oh, yeah, you can tell that's an M. You guys can tell that's an M, can't you? Definitely. Can you guys tell that's an M? I kind of feel like you can tell it's an M. What do you guys think? Does that look like an M? Well, I'll set it over here. And then R-E-E. Okay, so this E, I'm going to have to... I thought I had two E's, but I don't. So I'm going to have to do the E. I think if I do the E in white and then I do it in red, I think it'll be okay. But if I go the other way, I'm going to get funky coloring. So I'm going to try it. If I don't like it, I'll just wipe it off. So I'm going to do the white first. Come down a little bit. There we go. You guys, the rest of my week is pretty much filled with baseball games with Jason. It's so crazy how hot and heavy baseball is right now. These games are they're gonna be my life. But that's how it is in the summer, right, you guys? Like, if your kids play ball or whatever, or you have family that plays ball, I feel like you go to the ball diamond and then you feel like you're there, like all summer. So hey guys, I'm gonna grab some Lysol wipes and I'm gonna show you how I clean these when I don't have a sink. So what I like to do is I like to just wet this side of my transfer, the sticky side of my transfer when I don't have a sink. I just like to wet it, okay, because that kind of takes the sticky off of the transfer, okay, because the water makes it so it's not sticky. So then I'll flip it over after I do that. And I wipe the transfer off. You do not have to have Clorox wipes for this. You can use regular paper towels, okay? But I have these wipes, so here I am, okay? So I like to clean this off, okay? And then clean off my surface. Clean off the back with my... The thing is the green part doesn't have to be perfectly clean, okay, you guys? It's this part here that the E comes out of, the silk screen. You want that clean, is what you want clean, because then when you go back in with your transfer again, you want to make sure that that part is what's clean. And see how I'm still laying down white? So I'll just go back and forth. I think I'm good. And then what I like to do is, once I'm done, I like to spray that area real good with water. Like flood the silkscreen area where the E is. And just wipe it all down one last time. And then it's ready to go. Okay, so I can use this again. Now I have done this using one Clorox wipe or one paper towel, okay? So then what I like to do is set this on my, this is the other side of my fuzzing cloth, and I like to dry it. Okay, so if I was putting this back on my, if I was putting this back on my backer, that's what I would do. I would just dry it that way and put it back on the backer. But I'm going to use it again. So I'm going to fuzz it. Okay, you guys, I'm going to fuzz it again. Because when you use it again, and see how sticky that is? Look at how that is. It's so sticky. This one I'm going to do in red. So let me put this white here. Get my red. This is Candy Apple Red, in case anybody was wondering. And we are going to go ahead and put this E on here. Try and line it up. Real similar to what we have the other one. About like that. That's good. It doesn't have to be perfect because they are different, but... And then I'm going to ink this one out in, or paste, use the paste in red and do this one. Any questions, you guys, about what I'm doing here? Now, if you don't like this red or you don't like this blue, people, I'm telling you, I have mixed colors to get the color I want. And we have so many paste colors and so many ink colors that really the options are endless. So there's my other E. Oh, you guys, I think I'm really liking this a lot. You guys, I have transfers behind me just thrown everywhere almost. It's crazy. I have them everywhere because this takes so many transfers tonight. With each individual letter, it just takes so many transfers. But this is what I love to do, is just, you know, if you get this stuff, you might as well use it, right, guys? Why let it sit on the shelf? That's why I do lives. It forces me to use these And then I love to do, when I'm just playing around, I love to show you guys, you know, different pictures of stuff I do during the week. And I'm telling you, I love to play with this stuff when I have time during the week, even when you guys aren't on. Hey, you guys, sprinkle this video. If you guys like what you see, go ahead and share it with your friends, you know? Absolutely. And I'm going to start next week. When you guys sprinkle my videos, I am going to start giving something away. Once we hit 25 shares on a video, I'm going to start giving something away. Okay? So if 25 people share my video, I am going to start giving something away to, and only the people who sprinkle get to be in the drawing. And I'm thinking one of these kits might be my next giveaway. Tell me what you guys think. If you think that would be a good giveaway. Here's my R. We'll dry that. Alrighty. There's my R. And everything else we're going to do is going to be in white. And then we're going to start connecting these bad boys. Are you guys excited to see how I'm going to connect them? I have two different ideas, so stand by, you guys. I'm going to need you guys to maybe give me a little help-a-rooney as to exactly how I should connect these. But I know what I'm thinking I want to do, but I have two different ideas, and I love getting help, design help, because you guys are so good at this. Thank you guys for loving this banner. Like I said, if you guys want the kit, just let me know and I can put them together for you guys. I was thinking if I had a porch and I could just hang this on my porch, but as you guys know, we took our deck off and made it a room, so I don't have a deck to hang this on. I don't have a porch railing to hang this on, but it's okay. It's okay. And the O, and then we are done chalking, you guys. Unless there's something else you guys want me to chalk on it. But I think that's chalked up good. Just get this O out of the way. One last chalking. And you guys, I tested the very small letters that we have. Even the biggest small alphabet that we have, I could not get it to look right. It just looked too tiny. So that's why I decided to go with these letters, because they are big. And if you're going to hang this on your porch or something, you'll be able to see these, like from the road probably. But could you imagine how good this would look? And then if you added let and in front of this and ring behind it, oh my gosh. Let Freedom Ring would look so good. Okay, let me dry this, and then we'll get on to connecting everything. Now, if you guys are going to put this out in the rain and snow, and, well, not snow, because it wouldn't be appropriate in the winter, I guess, but in the rain, you may want to spray it with a clear coat before you put it out. But there is a gal on the Chalk Couture information group, and she has put things out in the rain several different days of rain without any, so I'm done with this, without any clear coat on it, and it has not come off. But just to be fair, the company does say that if you're going to put things out in the rain and snow, whatever, you should put a clear coat on it, okay? So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm going to take this wire and I'm going to connect them with pieces of wire, okay? And then I'm going to tie, I have these 3 colors of fabric, okay? Now, I love torn fabric. I just think it looks as good, if not better, than ribbon, okay? So what I'm thinking is I'm going to hook these together. I'm going to take a piece of wire and get my wire cutters. Oh, come on. Who took my wire cutters? That's not funny. Oh. Oops, I took them. I put them. You guys, that's funny. They were behind me in the little tub. Ha, see how quickly we forget, right? I'm going to cut through this wire. And I'm going to stick it through here. I'm going to stick it from the back to the front, okay, you guys? And I'll show you why. And then I'm going to bend it. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the next letter. From the back to the front. And then I'm going to bend it, okay? So I'm going to go all along doing that. Okay? I'm going to do these first 2 just so I can show you. But then I'll do them all, okay? You guys don't have to stay on and watch me. I don't want that. That's too small around. I want a pencil. Goodness gracious. And again, that's behind me. So I'm going to take a pencil. And I know I'm clear over here. Let me move these up so I can move this over so you guys can see better, okay? I'm going to take this pencil and I'm going to wrap it around this pencil, this wire, okay? Because of my holes, I don't want to wrap this around to the back and then just tie it off. But I also just lost my mind. There it is. There they are. I also don't want this to come off, okay? So I'm going to leave that flat on the back like that, and then I'm going to grab this here piece of wire, and I'm going to turn this. See how I turned that? I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll do it again, though, so you can see for sure. But, oh, almost lost my pencil. So I'm going to take this one off just so I can show you. Okay, see how that is spirally? Do you guys see that? Can you see that? Let me see. If I do that, can you see it? See how it spirals? I wrapped it around the pencil and then I turned it so that it faced out, okay? And then if you want to, you can squish it down so it doesn't stick out as far. But sometimes I kind of like them sticking out until I get my fabric on. And then I'm going to run this through here again. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'll show you guys. I'm just going to take this pencil and I'm going to turn this around here. And sometimes the very beginning of the wire, I have a little bit of hard time getting it on the pencil. So I'm not kidding. I just take the pliers and just turn it like that with the pliers around the pencil. And now I have it at a point that it is not wanting to turn anymore with my fingers. And what I like to try and do is I like to get 2 or 3 wraps around the pencil, okay? If I can get 3 wraps, that makes me really happy, okay? And then I pull my pencil out. Maybe. Pull my, oops, see there? That wasn't supposed to happen. Pull my pencil out, okay? So now it's sitting like this. Do you see how it's sitting? See the difference in the two? This one's sitting so that the hole's facing you, and this one's sitting so that the spiral is facing you. You see that? and there's the hole, and there's the spiral. So what I'm going to do, and I can't do it when I'm holding it up there, I'm sorry, but I just like to grab this with my pliers and just twist it so both of your spirals are facing up. And then you can just kind of tink them down like that. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some white, some blue, and some red. And I'm just going to take these and I'm going to take a pair of scissors. I personally like to use pinking shears, but you do whatever you want to do, okay? And cut it, okay? And then I'll just lay these here. Get an approximate same length. Cut it again. And I'll just go all through this torn, these 3 rows of torn fabric, just cutting, okay? So then I'll just decide, oh, well, this one I'm just going to cut in half, you know, because that's all I have left. And one is too short and one is, or if I do just left it to 1, it would have been too long. So then what I like to do is I like to wrap these 3 around this here wire, and make sure you stay under that first wire. And then I like, so you can do it like that, or you can just tie it on, which, to be quite honest, I think I'm going to tie these between. I don't normally do this, tie between, but I kind of think they'll look good if I take 6 of these little pieces I cut, like, and just put them underneath there and lay them out. And this fabric I got in the quilting section. It's all cotton, so it's going to do fine outside, you know. And then I just like to tie them all together and tie them, maybe, if I can do it, and tie them all off. Okay, you guys? I know I'm making this look harder than it really is. It's really not. It's just tying a knot. And then you can, you know, move them around. And as they hang in the wind, trust me, these are going to move around and they're going to flop around and all that, okay? So, do you guys get what I'm doing there? So you just, so that's what it's going to kind of be like between each one. You'll have your, do you see it? What do you guys think? You like that? Okay. And then on the end here, I'll probably leave my wire a little bit longer so that if I want to tie a string or something to it, I can. Or if I want to hook another letter or a blank one before I put let before freedom, you know what I mean? So I am just going to cut some wires. And you guys, this wire, I bought this roll, this huge roll of wire here. This is some kind of fencing wire or something. It's kind of greasy. So sometimes I have to wipe my wire off. It's so weird. Like, it doesn't have grease and then it does have grease. It's super weird. I don't even know. But Brent said it's some kind of fencing wire. I believe him. I mean, I am a farmer's daughter, but like, and I know a lot about farming, but I don't know. I mean, I thought the only wire we ever used was barbed wire, or there was baling wire. I remember using like wire in the baler. That one's a little too. Anyway, neither here nor there. If one of my brothers is watching, they'll correct me. They'll tell me I'm wrong. Right, guys? That's what brothers are good for. Anyway, so I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to take this. And you guys, it doesn't have to be a pencil. Okay? It does not have to be a pencil. It can be a, I don't know. You could even, if you really wanted to, you could wrap it around one of these multi-tools and it would come right off. I just like to use a pencil because, now, do you guys need to see how I made that flatten out again? I just basically took the wire and kinked it so that it was facing up instead of to the side. Okay? That's how I did that. But if you guys want me to show you that again, I can. So, anyway, if you guys want to make these, but you don't want if you want to just buy a kit and you don't want to buy all the transfers and you aren't sure about hooking the wire on and all that good stuff, you just let me know. If you buy a kit, though, it will come with all the pieces of wire cut for you, okay, to the right length, and then, but you'll have to like hook your things together and wind them around, because I can't really pre-do that for you. But if you want to come make the kit, buy the kit and then come make it here, I am more than happy to help you do that. All of this stuff. And I have all the tools. So it makes it easier when you have the tools. Or wait, maybe what I really should say is Brent has all the tools, right guys? Right? I love it. Okay. So I have my 6 here. Looks like my white's got a little crazy here. Okay. So I got my 6 here. I'm just going to tie these off. And the thing I like about the torn ribbon, you guys, I gotta tell you, is the longer it's out in the weather, okay, and it gets a little more raggedy, and I feel like it almost makes it enhances it. It makes it look better, I think. But I like that rustic farmhousey kind of look that the wire and the torn cotton give. And I know some people don't like that. So if that's not your cup of tea, you could connect these and put beads between them. You know how you can do like those wood beads? Lots of people do wood beads between these. That would look amazing, and just you know, make your beads red, white, and blue, or all white, or whatever. You know, it's really, like they say, it's to each their own. So, yeah, just, and you know, if some of these get rolled 4 times instead of 3, or 2 instead of 3, I don't freak out. It's just, you know, it's I want to say it's abstract art, but if anyone who's an art teacher is watching, they would be like, you clearly don't know what abstract art is. I don't probably know the true definition of abstract art. But for me, it's all interpretive for this, you know, what would you like? You know, and if you don't like the wire, then, you know, like I said, string beads between them, or, and you know, those wood beads, you can get those on Amazon or anywhere so inexpensively. But you know what I like to do? Now I'm going to give away my secret. So nobody follow my secret, okay? I like to go to like Hobby Lobby or Michael's, like right after the season, when they have, like, let's say, for instance, Easter. When they have Easter, it was like 80 or 90% off, whatever. I like to go and just get their strings of the wood beads, because you can paint them any color and you're getting them really inexpensively, you know? So that's what I like to do. So now you guys know my little get my beads cheap. But I do buy them off of Amazon and stuff too. I just, if I can find them, you know, where they're on clearance, why not? And they're already strung most of the time when you buy them like that. So then you can unstring them, or you can leave them strung and decide you're gonna, you know, whatever. It's all personal choice what you're gonna do. But sometimes I unstring them and then I have I paint them, and other times I don't. So sometimes I leave them strung and just use them the way they are. So, personal interpretation. So, you guys like this? This I really like. Now, I'm not going to finish. I'm going to tie these on here, and then I'm going to go back to the angel wings, okay? Because those are probably dry. So I'm going to show you how I did those. Let me grab those. Let me tie this last one off if I can. Get my little fingers in there. Okay, so that one's tied off. So that's, you guys get the gist, right? I can finish this later, okay? I want to show you these angel wings so that, just so I don't end up spelling it wrong because I put the wrong letters in the wrong spot. Now that, you guys, would be funny. But I will hang this somewhere and I will let you guys see it, okay? Hold on, I need a drink. I'm so sorry. Lot of talking. Oh goodness, a lot of talking, not enough drink of water. Okay. So now, if you guys remember, look at, I roll over it with my chair. Isn't that funny? Okay, so if you guys remember, those were painted white. So let me grab my white paint. Oh, you guys, you know what I was going to do that I didn't do? Ugh. You guys. Okay, so the one other thing I was going to do with those is I got these on clearance at Hobby Lobby. I think what I'm going to do is take one bunch off of each one and kind of, here, let me just do that real quick. I'm so sorry. Here I thought I was moving on, and then I stepped over these to go. So what I'm going to do is these tear apart. Did you see that, you guys? You can just tear these apart. And I love these little, what are they called? Some kind of berry. I don't know. Anyway, I love to get these picks like this and pull these apart. I don't think I've ever used one of these picks whole. I buy them and I always wait till they're on clearance because I got some at Easter and they're like pastel colors. Now, I want you to know, pastels are not just for Easter. Oh, look, when I was drinking, I got water on my, anyway, okay. Pastels are not just for Easter. Sometimes I like to use them just in spring or for a baptism or for, you know what I mean, you guys? Okay, anyway. And these are 4th of July. I mean, they're red, white, and blue, but you wouldn't have to use them for patriotic stuff. So anyway, what I was thinking is I would pull one of these off. And since I didn't wrap my ribbon around, I could just do that. See what I did, guys? Wrap this wire around this wire here. Get my fabric out of there. And just keep wrapping into that wire. And it's going to make these berries look like they're sticking through this wire. And just keep tucking it in to your spiral of your wires. Now, if you had to, you really could anyway, and then I'm going to cut these pokey, these ends right off because I don't want them. I don't want to cut a berry, but I want to cut these ends off. So this is what you have. Okay, so I'm going to bring this up close. Look, guys. See the berries on there? Can you see them? So you have red, white, and blue berries. If you didn't like it like that, you could tie it here with this, or you could just take one of these and run it through this knot before you tied it and just hook it on, and then these could hang between. See, wouldn't that look nice too? So you guys get the gist, though. I mean, you could choose. You could do both, really, because so many of these come. And they were not expensive. They were like, at Hobby Lobby, they had their 4th of July stuff. I can't remember what the percentage off was, but I want to say it was like 50% or more off. I just mucked up my M. Good thing I know how to fix it, right, guys? Anyway, so that's what I was going to do, is hang these down in the middle and wrap them around the wires. Okay, you guys? So then you would have all of these hanging down, and then these little berries would hang down below it. I really like it because I think it makes it look like these berries almost look like little fireworks hanging down. That's my thinking. So I will continue to do that all, and I will do it up, and then when I get it done, I will post a picture of what I decided to do. I'll have to find a friend who has a porch for me to hang it on. What do you guys think? Anybody know a friend that has a porch that would like to hang that on their porch for the 4th of July? Okay, we'll find somebody. Or at least for pictures, right? Okay, so back to the wings. So now our wings are completely hooked together. And I'm so glad you guys like this. Okay, so the wings are hooked together. I'm going to grab my white paint. And I do like to lay something down when I'm painting, and this just happens to be the board that I was painting on before, so I'm going to use it again. And let me grab this, and I just poured some white paint on here and just went to town painting. And you kind of have to, because there's those little like grates in the pan, you kind of have to almost work it into the pan a little bit. I did both wings. And then before my wings, I dried them just a little. And then before my wings were completely dry, so I'm going to let these sit here just a little bit and dry. And then I'll show you what I grabbed. I personally liked the gold, and I used the gold shimmer. I did both sides of my wings, okay, you guys? I'm not going to do both sides right now because you guys can get the gist, okay? You don't need me to do both sides. So what I'm going to do, is this time I think I'm going to try. Okay, so this time, you guys, I don't have any color in my crown because just that little bit of gold, you know. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a little rose gold because I think that might show up. The rose gold. Woo, girl. That was crazy. Did you see how much I just poured out there? Oh my gosh. So I'm going to dry these just a little bit. That was crazy how much I just poured out. I do not need that much. I guess these wings are going to be super, super rose gold. So I'm just going to dry this paint. And you know, the good thing about using chalk paint is chalk paint dries like super fast. Now, I also thought it'd be really cool to take one of our transfers and chalk something on the wings. But here's the deal with that. I thought, I don't want to do that because I don't think you'd see it very well. I think that reflecting through the glass is going to show a lot more than on the wings. Okay, so now you can see that my chalk paint is mostly dry. So when it was mostly dry, then I just took this brush and I just grabbed a little bit of that. Well, I'll just run it through the rose gold since I have too much. But what I did was I kind of left the white on there, and I just kind of took this and I kind of started and just did the tips of the wings like this. And then I just did a little bit in through the wing like that. Then load your brush back up and kind of daub some off. And then I did the same thing. And if you don't think it has enough rose gold on it, you just go back and dip it in the rose gold a little more and then just brush. And you guys, I'm haphazardly doing this. It's not like there's like a real system to it, you know. It's just whatever. I want a little bit more rose gold there, so I dipped it in and did a little bit more. I do like a little bit more to be on the edges of the wings. So get it a little darker around there. Anyway, so that's kind of what I did. And then I let them, I blew them dry. I did both sides. So both sides of my other set of wings have a little bit of gold in them, okay? Then after I got these blown dry, and I'm not going to be able to show you this tonight because I can't put my angel completely together because I got to heat the base of it, remember? Because I put ink on it. But that's how I did the wings on both sides. And then right in here where they connect on the bowl that we use for the collar, let me show you. So let me grab my angel, and I'm going to move this out of the way so I don't get this on my angel. Okay. So I don't know what I just touched. I don't know what I did there. That feels a little wet. Anyway, whatever. So what I did was, can you see on the back here? So right on the back of the bowl, see, here's the bottom of the bowl. I know it's hard to see, but can you see it now? And then here's the bowl. I put E6000 down, and then over the top of the E6000 or around it, I put hot glue. And then I held this until my hot glue, which it was hot, okay, because the hot glue in the metal, it's hot, okay? But I held it then until the hot glue was cooled. And once the hot glue was cooled, then I let go. And so that's going to be my temporary hold is the hot glue, but my permanent hold is going to be the E6000. So, you guys, when I get off here tonight, here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to finish putting this together tonight. I think I'll finish doing it tomorrow because I just want to tinker with it. And when I'm doing that kind of stuff, I love to tinker and just spend time, you know. But, so I'll do that tomorrow. But tonight I'm going to wash transfers. And I'm going to take my glass vase for the bottom that I inked on, this here. Remember, we inked this because this is right side up, so it's upside down, right? So then, but it's really going to be right side up once we get it where it needs to go, right? And then I am going to take this in the house. I'm going to put it in the oven, in a cold oven. I'll take the racks out that need to come out. I'll put it in a cold oven. I'll turn it on to 330 or 325, something like that, whatever my oven will let me do. And then I'm going to let it heat up. And when it gets to heat, I'm going to let it go for 10 minutes at that max heat. And then I'm going to shut the oven off. And I'm going to leave it in the oven all night. And I'm going to let it cool down. Okay? And I'm going to go to bed. And then in the morning, I'm going to bring it out here and I'm going to silicone it back. I'm going to silicone it to the apron and the head that I made, this part here, which really is, look at it. That silicone is really starting to dry well for me. Look at that. I can touch it and it's not even, so that should be good to go in the morning. And then I'm going to, remember you guys, I got all these glass pieces at Goodwill. So this whole project cost me under $4 or a little over $4 because it was $4 in glassware and then it was $1 for the pizza pans or the pans at Dollar Tree. And then, you know, I used my transfer on it, but it was my club, this month's club on it. And then, of course, I'll have my solar light, which is $1 that I got from the Dollar Tree. So that's $2 more. So we figured we had $6 in glassware, right? And then we had $2 in Dollar Tree stuff, or $3 because we had to buy the adhesive, remember? But if you have some kind of spray adhesive already, you don't have to go with the cheapo from Dollar Tree. You can get it from wherever, you know. In fact, I have some really good that's Elmer's that I really like too. Anyway, and then of course my E6000 and my silicone, which I think the silicone for the tube, the big tube that I got was a couple bucks at Menards. So anyway, They're really fun. And once you get them outside and you get the solar light underneath them at night, they sparkle and shine so good. And the one that we did the saying on, that we chalked on, I might put like solar twinkle lights in that one, because I have some twinkle lights that you put the solar thing outside of it, and see if that looks better than just like a standalone solar light from the Dollar Tree. So we'll see. And I'll take pictures and I'll let you guys know. I'll post them on my Facebook, of course. You guys know me. I'm always posting stuff. So I will post those on Facebook, and I will get this other one taken care of and hung up somewhere. If it's not on a porch, I'll hang it somewhere. You guys know. And I'll get a picture of it, of the banner. And then, yeah, if you guys are interested in any of these products, let me know. You can always come play in the craft shed with me, craft garage, and so you guys know that, right? Right? Okay. Hey, I have been on here forever tonight. Thank you so much for stopping by the craft garage to visit. I just love our time together. So you guys go ahead, go to bed, do whatever you gotta do, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.